Hello, hello! Perfidious Speed here, as Taylor Swift and I get ready to see, just what the sectoids make her do. Just what they make her do in XCOM, War of the Chosen. They took advantage last episode of Tay-Tay's unquenchable thirst for blood, and you know what? It cost us a win last mission, it really did, but Taylor Swift, she's such a bad girl now. She's got a brand new reputation. Old Taylor is dead, and new Taylor, when she panics, you know, what does she do? Well, that sectoid makes her do. He just makes her do that thing we didn't want her to do, which was hurl a grenade at the sectoid that summoned a swarm of loss that cost us the mission. It was a risky move, Taylor. It didn't pay off. And honestly, you know what? I got to imagine that Sylvester Stallone here is a little bit furious with you. Gotta say, Pete, I'm a little bit upset with Miss Taylor Swift. We've got a real romantic bond that's working here, and if Taylor's gonna survive long enough to give birth to my offspring, the Italian stallion that mounts the world, if you will, she's pretty much gonna have to be alive to do that. Cause I don't really go in for those Richard Tigan hijinks, with mating with the corpses. It's just not really a thing I like to do, and Advent sealed armor is now complete, so no longer are they gonna be, vulnerable to fire or poison or ice or anything like that. It's just a real problem. Actually, you know what, Stallone? It's not really much of a problem at all, because we don't have the reliable ability to get any of those types of damage. I mean, occasionally we might accidentally set one on fire, but apart from that, that's one of the weakest dark events I've ever seen. If we had to fail a mission because Tay-Tay freaked out and hurled a grenade at a sectoid, she actually picked a good one to kind of screw the pooch on. Oh, Pete, Taylor Swift, she's supposed to be doing that with me. It's my big, the Italian stallion who mounts the world.
Commander,
Must
we
give
have a
birth to
priority
it.
message coming through. It looks like an encoded signal from the Resistance. Patching it through to your
Gee,
quarters
Bradford,
now.
we have a priority message coming through? Well, it's a good thing you let Bala Derp just take over our communications array for like 5 minutes. It'd be a shame if we would miss some critical incoming communique, wouldn't it? I mean, you know what, in this case, you were right to secondarily prioritize it below Bala Derp, or whatever her name is now. It's like Bush Mai Guya or something. She sounds like a dish in a Chinese restaurant, or possibly like a Korean joint.
Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel.
Yeah, it's the Advent project, it's the Avatar project, whatever. Just get on with it, Optimus Prime. Stop wasting my day.
Classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar.
Yeah, they're really working on getting like a professional to design their online avatar. They're really looking for like a quality artist who can give them a good, top-notch internet icon that they can, project out there to sort of create their online persona. But they don't want to spend too much, so they're taking a lot of time doing their search, making sure they get exactly just enough bang for their buck.
It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know.
Here's an idea, Optimus Prime. Could the direct approach just include you saying, "Hey, Pete, here's a thing that you should do," and then go do it?
Out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance
Maybe get rid of all of this pomp and circumstance. Do we really need this? Is this a high school graduation? Am I gonna be forced to endure your pomp and circumstance, sir? It just seems unnecessary. All you had to do is come out and be like, "Hey, Pete, the Avatar project's back underway. You want to go blow up some bases or some shit?" I'd be like, I suppose I could probably be bothered to do it. I'd prefer that you didn't ask me to do it, because I hate doing anything that you ask. Capitulating to Optimus Prime never makes me happy. But I suppose, yeah, we can do it. It's fine. So how much are they going to get? I think they start with 3 pips.
Sounds like it'll be the end
3
for all of
pips.
us.
We can handle 3 pips on the Avatar project. Back to scanning, then. I mean, we never even left. Can we go back to this, please? No. Yes. Nope. What are you doing? Okay. It's gonna never let me come back over. I'm hijacking it then, man.
Another important step forward in our research.
Resistance Communications is online. That's fantastic. Resistance Comms, Resistance Radio, and Resistance Contacts are both available. Zach De La Roca somewhere just got a shiver that ran down his spine because he heard me rip off one of his patented tracks.
So much so that their
Technically,
installations
Peter wouldn't be
lead to
patented,
vast
it'd be
improvements in
copyrighted
our
because, you know,
research
it's a work of
efficiency.
art. Okay, fine. One of his
Must
copyrighted
have
tracks.
Despite their brilliance,
You actually go and read the lyrics to a Rage Against the Machine song. I suggested that you try that. Just like once or twice. Don't listen to the song. Actually, just go look at like a written transcript of the lyrics to a Rage Against the Machine song. And I think you're gonna be soundly disappointed, because it's basically just like one phrase repeated ad nauseum until you want to just tear your hair out and punch Zach De La Roca in the throat.
Commander, we can now work to establish contact with local
Thank you, John.
resistance groups operating out of regions around the globe. Once we've collected sufficient intel to make contact, we'll need to scan the target region for the...
Well, we'd have 91 more were it not for a Taylor Swift grenade summoning a massive horde of the Lost on our last mission, but, you know, what are you gonna do, Bradford? What are you gonna do? So we could pick up South Africa. What's our continent bonus here in Africa? Let's... What can we cannot see it? I guess we cannot see it. All right, well, let's finish these rookies then. Never mind. I don't give a shit about rookies. The most important critical aspect of the campaign may have just been developed. The Resistance Ring is online. Let's start finding some promotions.
You have contacted are
Hunt the
well
Chosen.
equipped to
All right, so we
track
could get
down
somebody
the
plus
Chosen.
1 health. We need a sergeant.
Their
Our only
knowledge
sergeant
will
is
be
Helen Keller, and she's in a
invaluable
hospital.
in helping XCOM locate
We could go try and rescue
eliminate
Mox.
these threats.
We've got a shot at hitting the Elders hard, something we haven't tried before.
Intriguing.
You up for it, Commander?
Commander,
No,
Mox has
not at the
been
moment.
captured.
Gathering
We should do everything
supplies,
we
somebody
can
gets
to get
plus
him
7
back
dodge,
before
that's
the
absolute
Chosen
garbage. We
God
can't find a
knows what
Templars
to
because, again, we need Helen Keller for that. We really need another sergeant. We can gather supplies, and any soldier can do this. So let's go grab 2 people who aren't otherwise busy. Teddy's getting some ranger training. You know, now, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll send you, and then also, I guess, you. Anybody can go on a supply run. We're basically sending these 2 out to the supermarket there. And let's face it, it's not like we're gonna miss them anyway. Decreases covert. Yeah, there's an unstaffed engineer. No, we're gonna carry on because that unstaffed engineer's got holes to dig. Speaking of which, let's go assign them a hole. Hey, unstaffed engineer, there's a hole over here that needs to be dug. Could you get to digging it? I'm gonna say, you know, go ahead and Lebedev your way. Lebedev that debris on out of there. Pete, what were you going for there? I don't know. Lebedev, levitate, something. It didn't work. I understand that it didn't work. Not every joke is a home run. Sometimes you gotta, you know, sometimes you gotta throw one in the dirt. So the umpire recognizes a strike when it comes across the plate. Couple more rookies we're picking up. Nakano and Schneider. All right, let's give me something that's other than rookies. Thank you. Supplies, those I will happily investigate and happily take advantage of. Got a lot of stuff still to build. We got a lot of work to do here. Wouldn't mind a mission though. You know, wouldn't say no.
Commander, we just
Here we
got
go.
word that the
An actual
Resistance
supply
hit an
rate.
Advent supply line. We have an opportunity to salvage some high-value materials, assuming we can clear out the alien
Operation
forces guarding
Earthly
the site
Stranger.
first.
Why can I never fall in love with a beautiful stranger like a Madonna song? I just want to fall, just once, fall deeply in love with a beautiful stranger. What do I get? I get an earthly stranger. All that means homely. They're not attractive. Oh, they're earthy, Pete. You know, they got a good head on their shoulders. They're an earthly stranger. I don't want an earthly stranger. I want a beautiful stranger. Thurgood Marshall. I mean, I want to take you, but I may wind up having to take you. Charlie Houston, you have a bond available? You really want to go on a mission with Lindsay Lohan, huh? Or Thurgood Marshall? No, Thurgood Marshall and Theodore Roosevelt go together like fucking peanut butter and jelly. There's nobody that's going to usurp that bond. But Lindsay 80 proof Lohan, I mean, it looks like we're taking not 1 but 2 rookies on this mission. Are we really taking 2 rookies? Morgan Freeman is tired and Taylor Swift's a little out of the... Okay, I guess it's going to be Lincoln and Lohan. Lincoln and Lohan sort of sounds a little bit like a law firm. Have you been wounded in action against Advent? Were you harmed due to a faulty railing on the Avenger? If so, consider contacting the law firm of Lincoln and Lohan. They're out there fighting for your rights. You know, Pete, every time you say 2 names, you make that same joke about how it always sounds like... But that's because it always sounds like a law firm. I mean, it's not quite as good as the law firm of Meyer and Stein. I mean, they're definitely out there fighting for you. Lincoln and Lohan, you know, Lincoln and Lohan sound more like litigators than straight up courtroom attorneys. They're the law firm of Lohan and Lincoln. They're specialists. They're like corporate tax litigators, something like that.
Our latest intel suggests Advent ran into problems while airlifting supplies.
Well, that's okay. We got Abraham Lincoln and his bitchin' stovepipe hat. Nothing could possibly go wrong for us. We also have St. Joan of Arc on here, who's going to be out there pulling our Outrider action.
Firebrand will pick up the signal.
St. Joan, you want to go scout out the English for us?
Advent forces are in the process of airlifting a number of supply crates out of this area.
It's fine. We got a sneaky person who was also fast.
Take a few for ourselves.
St. Joan?
The crates with transponders.
We can do that. Outrider. Joan Outrider of Arc. We will eventually get around to changing that nickname, rest assured.
I go where you tell
For now, though, Joan of Arc goes where I tell her. Wow, that's very not you of you, St. Joan. Shouldn't you be like more of a free-thinking rebel? Wasn't not doing what you were told kind of? Oh, god damn, we almost fucking stepped on him.
Advent has begun deploying their so-called priests into combat.
Yeah, this is real shitty, actually. I mean, it's nice that we know where they are, but
they may have once possessed.
this could be better. Okay. Sylvester Hormone Stallone. In case that St. Joan gets stomped on, I would like for you to be up here and potentially Overwatch. Lincoln, I mean, it feels like the Lincoln lawyer here. Oh, it's the Lincoln lawyer. I didn't even think about that. Abraham Lincoln with the law firm. He is the Lincoln lawyer. Eat your heart out, Maddie Mac. Oh, Matthew McConaughey, how your role has been usurped by a man who died 150 years before you were even born.
Moving out.
McConaughey's going to be real salty. Somewhere right now, he's like, you know what? That's not all right, all right, all right. That's not all right, all right, all right at all. So we got a priest, we got a stun lancer, and what's your pile over here? Just a regular Advent trooper. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. We're going to go around those guys.
I go where I am needed.
If we can get a remote start detonation, I would love to tag those boys with some shrapnel and then also a remote start. That would be fan-freaking-tastic. In the meantime,
As
though,
you order, Commander.
St. Joan, go snag us some supplies here. Yeah, St. Joan going for the... I wonder if this will reveal us, because if it does, that would be extraordinarily bad. Let's assume that it's going to and position ourselves thusly. I really wish more things said, you know, does this, does that. Does reveal you, for instance, would be enormously useful. 66%, that ain't a great shot, but come on, Lindsay Lohan's just a rookie. What do you expect? Can't ask so much of our rookies. I would love to get Seymour. You know, Charlie Houston, we may hold off on tagging the supply crate for a turn here.
Will do.
We are not in a good overall position at all. And Stallone is not going to really be in a position to help us a whole lot. He can't, in fact, even get a shot without a double. Yeah, we can't afford to crack the pod this turn. Does this reveal us? We almost can't afford to take a chance on finding out, really. Lincoln, I want you going around back for the flank shot. Oh, Pete, was that a log cabin Republican joke? No, I mean, what difference does it make if Abraham Lincoln was into dudes? Who cares? Maybe he liked the little man meat. No problem. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, they're coming for the 16th president of the United States, though. They'll be like, well, we're going to get you, Lincoln. We're going to get you. They damn near got him. Oh, delightful. These guys are right next to a supply crate as well. So we could... Okay, what can we remote start? Anything? We can remote start that. We could remote start that. We got some options, but nothing that anyone is currently near. We need to know whether this is going to reveal us or not, but we can't risk revealing ourselves on a turn. We can't risk doing it when it's going to be two pods at the same time. It's just that's a bad idea. Also,
we're gonna be... We're gonna have to... This pod is pathing in, like, the least convenient possible method. They could not have chosen a less convenient way to have moved themselves. We're gonna be fighting two at once. It's just... You know what, Pete? Just come to grips with it. You're gonna have to fight both of them at the same time. Abraham Lincoln is definitely going to get stepped on. So what we need to do is make sure that Lincoln can maybe fall back under the cover.
Confirmed.
And we can kill the other pod. So we're gonna have to try and kill one. We're gonna have to try and knit one pearl two here, and it's not gonna be easy. Stallone can't see anyone. Well, we'll put him on Overwatch just in case. Lincoln, we can't really have you do anything. I mean, a grenade here might be your best bet, but even that is still a poor bet. Lindsay, 80 proof low hand. You're not even going to be able to see anything from here. Maybe we bring you over here and open this door.
Confirmed.
That way, when these guys step on the exposed Abraham Lincoln, maybe at least you can take a shot at that stun lancer.
Got it covered.
Let's do some Overwatch here for Houston. And we're just going to Overwatch for St. Joan. Yep, well, Lincoln's getting stepped on. So here we go. Up, I spotted him. Look, there he is. I'm literally touching him right now. Well, Abraham Lincoln's Overwatch shot did hit, and it did do some damage. We might even kill one. Lindsay Lowe puts him in the dirt.
Target down.
Come on, we need this, Sly.
Hey, come on, Pete. Look at it, even shooting through a brick wall, and I still got the job done there, man. You gotta, come on, give a boy some credit there. I think I earned it on that one, yeah. So it felt pretty good.
Okay, so you have 2 flank shots. Not too worried about that. So we got over here, we come around the corner, we take a flank shot. That puts the priest in stasis. It's not going to kill him. It just puts him in stasis. Lindsay Lowe. If she throws a grenade at this wall, we got some pretty solid chances of taking this guy out with a follow-up flank shot from Stallone. I like our chances. Let's do it. Lindsay?
Heads down.
Give me a little damage and make this wall go bye-bye. Man, I'm really sad to have detonated that chair. That's a high-dollar piece of furniture right there that we just destroyed. I don't necessarily feel good about that. Okay, Stallone, you will have a flank shot. You will also have a flank shot from here. I like that better, shooting through the window. Let's do that instead. It's still only half cover, huh? What about here? Do you have a flank shot here? You also have a flank shot there. You know what? Take it.
Confirmed.
5 damage here will be only a 78% chance to hit for the Stallone. Come on, Stallone.
Hey, yo, Pete, not as flexible as I used to be. It's massive doses of human growth hormone that are coursing through my bloodstream at any given moment. It's a little hard on the body. Sure, it keeps me fit and healthy and making fantastic films like The Expendable 3. Great shot, by the way, there, Abraham Lincoln. That's definitely not going to end in tragedy. Not 100%, not at all.
Well, okay. St. Joan, if we bring you back here, you will have a shot at this man. It's just, I think, a very bad shot. It also has the potential to uncloak you, which I very much dislike.
Orders confirmed.
Houston, come tag the crate. Never mind. You've completely fucked us. Yep. It's real bad. Well, that's perfect. 1 missed shot is going to cost us basically everything. Please don't miss. Don't get revealed, actually. Nope. Okay, alright. Something worked out for us then, because what we can do is probably have Charlie Houston run away and be not visible to the enemy, or at least in full cover. Run away. Yeah, I know there's more supply crates. I'm really very much not worried about them. We got a ton of enemies over here. Charlie Houston's going to take some mind control shenanigans. We'll probably panic. Shoot him, Chuck. Like, no, though. Why do you guys always move to shittier cover? Charlie Houston did go flank an enemy and kill them. You know, put a hurt on him, though. He actually got an ability point while panicked.
This looks a little ugly.
Yep, Sylvester Stallone. You just...
All the human growth hormone in the world can't stop a bullet, Pete.
So that's extraordinarily terrible. Sylvester Stallone is now pinned down by a man on Overwatch as well. Perfect. Well, I don't suppose we could get a Claymore out here. Of course not. The man is one tile short of where he needs to be. Perfect. This mission is going fantastically. Well, we could come up here, but then we're not going to throw the Claymore, but then we're not going to have any way to actually detonate the Claymore. I don't suppose that guy is near something explodable. I mean, he sort of is, but not close enough. Abraham Lincoln is in no position to help at all. Stallone, I don't suppose you could help yourself here, could you? Of course not, because you likewise are one tile short of putting a shot where it needs to be. And you have a 49% chance to hit that man, which is terrible. The only thing we can do is come up here and try and take a flank shot to knock him out of Overwatch. This guy can't Overwatch us because he can't see us. 95% chance to hit. We're almost certainly going to be revealed here. But we did deke the Overwatch.
I need more ammo. We can no longer hide.
St. Joan also only has a single bullet left in her gun. Lindsay Lohan is not going to be able to get us anything. Stallone really isn't. He can't even get to cover.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Well, hit this one or somebody's dead, Sly. Possibly you, by the way. Did connect.
It's down.
Our panicked person is going to remain panicked.
Moving to
Lincoln,
designated coordinates.
I'm going to put you on Overwatch. Lindsay Lohan, you likewise are going to be on some manner of Overwatch because somebody has to try and protect our boy Charlie Houston, who's up there completely haven't lost his shit, and Advent's getting all the supplies. Like, we're going to get no supplies here, none. We could have snuck about, been sneaky deaky, and maybe picked a couple of these up with our Outrider. We could have sent St. Joan on a mission deep behind the English lines to grab some of these supplies, but now we got nothing. You're just gonna stand in the open, huh? Nope, you're also gonna resurrect the man. Alright, well, that's not too terrible. You're already pretty hurt. We have a reasonable chance of taking you down. Lindsay Lowe, make it count! She did not.
Come on.
Sly. Is full cover, stay strong. Alright, Charlie Houston, I need you to go skin this man alive. Charlie Houston, why do you not have... Are you not a ranger, Houston? I thought I made you a ranger. Oh, that's not good. We'll have two targets there. Outrider. We could have you conceal. Is this man close? You know what? Let's not faff about. No, I don't want to remote start anything. No. I would like to throw a Claymore at this sectoid because we can't mess this up, and it should do 5 damage. This should give us enough damage. It's 2 kills for St. Joan. Vive la France! There we go.
I need more ammo.
No, you just got 2 kills, St. John. What are you talking about? That was great. And then we're going to have Charlie Houston go shoot this man in the spine. Charlie.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Right in the spine, if you would. I prefer the spine shot. Don't pull an Abraham Lincoln. Thank you.
Target eliminated.
All right. It's hormone. You have no bullets.
I'm all over it.
Lincoln, just get your ass back in the fight.
No need to ask twice.
And Lindsay Lohan, again, also get your ass back in the fight. Let's all go take cover on this open rail car filled with explosives. How could this possibly end in tragedy? I see no downside. Okay, we're gonna mark those.
We're picking up a steady signal from the transponder. Firebrand is en route to make the pickup. They're moving as quickly as they can to get those crates. If we want our share, we'll have to move just as fast. Firebrand is on.
Well, the little
deck for
balloons are
recovery.
inflating,
Keep
Bradford.
marking
I'm
those
doing what I can do.
crates, 1-5.
We could probably have somebody else go for that one. I think we should probably have St. Joan. All right, St. Joan. Stealth mission behind the lines of the English. Go and get me a crate, girl. There it is. Marked.
Good work.
Okay, well, we did learn an important lesson. That does reveal us, so never, ever, ever have Joan of Arc do that ever again. But we did learn something. So supplies are marked. Overwatch for Houston. Stallone, you're going to advance and reload because you have, like, no bullets and even less health.
Reloaded.
Hey, it's not funny, Pete. Come on, man. I'm not a small man, but I can count to 3. I have exactly the same amount of health as bullets, okay? Don't say I have no bullets and less health, because if I had less than 0 health, I would, technically not be alive anymore. And thanks to the human growth hormone, I'm as hardy and hale as I've ever been, Pete.
Back in.
Lohan's going to reload. 2 more supply crates for XCOM. There's one more up here, which is definitely going to get flagged by the aliens. Okay, I'm not going for that crate until I've had a chance to reload. And the team is a little more consolidated, because still I'm feeling like everybody's way too spread out. Lohan,
Orders
here.
confirmed. On the move.
Houston, if you don't spawn a pod, we're going to be reload. Okay.
We're green to go.
And Stallone, again.
Moving on
I
target
mean, you shouldn't
location.
be able to spawn a pod, actually.
Come get some.
My turn on watch.
Those crates are not marked yet, so let's take a moment.
I'm on it.
This means we want to get them this turn. You know what? I'm okay with sacrificing one of those to the bad guys. If we got to cough one up, so be it. We cough one up. St. Joan, you're suddenly like the least useful member of our team, actually. So you can mark that one. And still have 1 action in theory if we really need it. Lincoln can just barely get there, but he's going to get himself in a world of trouble
Headed
doing
there
that.
now.
Or is he? There's got to be another pod on this map somewhere. I mean, there definitely is another pod. Lohan, we're going to bring you forward. Do I want the supplies more than I want Abraham Lincoln alive?
Affirmative. Moving
That's
out.
the question. All right. Do it for the party, Abe.
Moving to designated position.
Do it for the GOP. He did it. You know what? I think that crate's a write-off. The hell with it.
Overwatch.
Come get some.
Stallone. I'm just going to move you up behind this
Getting
tree.
it done.
Watching comes naturally.
Wait, what was that, St. Joan? Oh, you know, watching comes naturally to St. Joan. Vive la voyeur! I think we finally discovered St. Joan's kink there. Are we done yet, then? Is this mission over? No, there's still a pod somewhere. All right. Well, St. Joan.
I am at your service.
You know, there's a crate over here. Well, there's a whole bunch of guys.
Forces Advent move.
Yep. Come and take cover behind this thing that's going to explode. Please do me that favor. I want St. Joan to be able to remote start something. Well, that thing explodes in a massive radius, so worst case scenario, St. Joan's is going to account for this dude. And that's probably the most we're going to be able to get out of her in all reality. We're also not in a great position defensively. Lindsay Lohan, she has some, like, really terrible shots. Gonna have nothing. We might be able to get a grenade out of Stallone. Alright, you know what? Do it. Take the remote start. Blow the big one. Friendly fire? What are we friendly firing? It's not a person, is it? It's probably just a crate. I think it's just a crate. You know, we're not going to be able to get it anyway. Yep.
Watch closely.
Yep. Sacrifices, armlets, eggs.
Leave us no choice. We should try to avoid damaging the crates if we want to bring home anything useful.
Well, you know what I'd like to bring home that's useful, Bradford? I'd like to bring home people who are alive. That's like the most useful thing we could bring home. Let's focus our efforts on that, shall we? Are we hitting both of these guys? The game says we are. don't like this angle. All right, we're gonna drop it there. This should catch them both.
Ah, come on, Pete. You seen the Expendables. How do you think a man like Sylvester Stallone here? I know how to handle explosives, Pete. See? Look at that. Dropped it right in his salad basket there.
Does salad normally come in a basket, Stallone?
You know, it's Sylvester Stallone Planet Hollywood restaurant. It definitely comes in a basket. It's the best way to get it. It's a basket of salad, they always say. It's a fantastic treat. It's good and good for you, Pete. And also, that man is unfortunately not dead.
65% for Lohan. We could make it better. How much better? The question is, can we make it enough better to make it worth getting closer to a stun lancer? The answer is probably not. We should have shot from where we were. But 80 proof Lohan puts him in the dirt. Nobody messes with you. You know what? That's what's the lesson to be learned here? Don't mess with Lindsay Lohan when she hasn't been drinking, because she's fucking mean. When she's been drinking, you know, sometimes she'll cut you some slack. She's feeling a little better about herself. But when she hasn't been drinking, you better steer fucking clear of Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, that's right. Bring your boy back to life. Good call. There's definitely not like 5 people who are going to shove guns in your mouth now. You're fine, Lohan. Yeah, a lot of things are going to explode here, but you know, it's par for the course. Stallone, you got another Granado? You do, and it's probably the most useful thing we're going to be able to get out of you. I want that crate. Can anybody get to the crate and still have a shot? Literally anybody. It's just Lohan. But she can get to the crate and have a flanker. We're doing it. Okay. So we're in position. Lindsay Lohan tags the crate. We steal it from Advent. Then she shoots this sectoid in the face. There you go. Right in the face. Good shot.
Hey, I think my girl Lindsay Lohan may have just opened the door for little Sylvester Stallone. She opened it, and Stallone is gonna close it. There you go. Old door slamming Stallone there. This the Italian stallion of slamming doors. He's done. This man is also dead. Go ahead. I hit him so hard he didn't know he died yet. There we go. We've done it.
Excellent work.
Soldier wounded, 11 killed. You know, all things considered, Pete, I think that could have turned out a little bit better. I should have preferred to have not been shot in the spine. But thanks to the wonders of my human growth hormone, I'll live to fight another day. I'm just going to call this one HGH for the win. There you go. HGH for the win. Try some human growth hormone today. You know, there's actually the Sylvester Stallone brand of human growth hormone. It's Sly Stallone's HGH Power. Achieve your maximum potential.
Advent officials revealed today's maneuver by local peacekeepers.
Make yourself a
was
Stallone
planned
shake every
exercise.
morning. It's filled with delicious the marrow of like chicken bones and human growth hormone. It's a powerhouse combination of health deliciousness. It's got all the calories a growing body needs and all the human growth hormone that a failing body needs to remain on its feet and cranking out shitty, mediocre movies until your like 9th decade of life. Great. Tastes like ass, though. I mean, that's the drawback to the Sylvester Stallone human growth hormone package, is that it does taste like shit. I mean, it's real gross. It's got chicken bones in it, man. Like straight up ground up chicken bones. We're going for the marrow to try and cap. Maybe just don't worry about it. Just drink it. It's good for you. It's also $86 a bottle.
Advent Priest Autopsy unlocked. We picked up some gear. More importantly, we picked up some promotions, some much-needed promotions. Let's go take a look and see who's getting ranked up here. So we have 1 sharpshooter. We have 2 specialists. What we really need is another... We need another grenadier. Someone with an explosive, violent temper. I'm thinking probably Lindsay Lohan.
What you've managed to do with this ship.
I just wish he had lived long enough to see us fight back.
I'm telling
To
you,
know that it
you
wasn't
don't want to
all
mess
for
with
nothing.
Lindsay Lohan
Trust
when
me,
she hasn't been
he
drinking.
knows. If there was one thing your father always kept in mind, it was his
Explosive,
faith in humanity.
violent temper.
He knew we could win.
Charlie Houston,
On
I mean,
our
we
own
know what you're going
terms.
to be. There is only one choice for Charlie Houston, and that is the Skinner is going to be skinning fucking bitches alive with that sword of his. We've seen him do it time and time again. He's going to do it time and time again. The question then becomes, what do we want to do with Abraham Lincoln here? I mean, we've got 2 Grenadiers, although one is out for basically the foreseeable future. Pete, you got a lot of Rangers on the list. Yes, I sure do, because, you know, I love Rangers, and they are amazing. 2 Specialists. What would I like to see more of on this roster? And I'm thinking maybe we take Abraham Lincoln and just put a gun. We are going to need one more sharpshooter. We need one more, but that's it. 2 is the max for the run. I only want 2. Can I trust Honest Abe? What's your aim like, Honest Abe? It's the same as everybody else's in that you're an unpromoted rookie, so it's 65. Do I trust on... No, you know what? Abraham Lincoln, I want him unloading 4-7 years worth of whoop ass. Unload me 4-7 cans of whoop ass, Abraham Lincoln. 4-7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth onto this continent a whole gigantic tanker full of whoop ass. Now we are down to 4-7 cans of whoop ass, and I shall be opening all of those cans upon these secessionist alien bastards. I will not tolerate them on my soil, Pete. I will not. 4-7 cans of whoop ass. Hashtag 4-7. All right, so let's get him promoted. Rest of the team gonna be ready. We're gonna need to build an infirmary in the near future. At the rate we've been having soldiers get injured, the sooner we can get to that, the better. Where are we gonna put it? I'd like to put it here, which means we've got a little bit of excavation to knock out of the way. We can finish this up in a couple days, get started, move our engineer down over here. This will be completed in 6 days. Then we come to the middle, start cranking out a workshop. We've got a reasonable abundance of supplies. We're going to have to start using some of that, it feels like, maybe to branch out and make contact. We could use a little extra monthly income. But overall, I think we're still doing pretty well. I'm still a little salty about the Tay-Tay thing with the grenade and the swarm lost, but I'll get over it. She does have to give birth to the Italian stallion who mounts the world, after all. And yeah, you know why? I don't even want to think about, like, Sylvester Stallone. It's just an ugly image in my head. The May-December thing. That's why they're the May-December team, but, you know, it's November, so I'm going to wrap this episode up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If the idea of a Sylvester Stallone, Taylor Swift, horizontal mamba enthuses you, I might consider subscribing as well, because it's a little squeaky for me, but, you know, your mileage may vary. Right now, though, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon. I guarantee there's Rule 34 of that somewhere already, by the way.